to do it, but I don't know. You are on the right version? Okay. Okay. Well, I think I would join like in 30 minutes.
I
Just
hear Victor's voice in the
usually I join only
background.
the
This must be
second
Bull.
half. Okay. Well, I'll talk to you later, then have fun. Ciao.
Hey, how's Victor? I hear my voice on your speakers at your house. Loud monitors. Loud monitors. Lot of deep low end. Shaking the walls in your small apartment. It's crackly. You're trying to get like some sort of 24-bit mic. I know you better now. Okay. Yeah, you're fine. Oh, is the beta live now? Okay. I'm excited. Well, no, I can't. If I did that, I'd be back and forth all the time because not everybody I run into is on the beta. Okay, FBI, what's your deal? You're creepy. You're creepy. I'm odd, but you are a mystery. So either you're PatchWorld or somebody of the same ilk. Oh, okay. All right. You know the deal. It's PatchWorld. I knew it. I knew it's PatchWorld. Peter, I got you. I got you. Oh, he's got a camera now. He's doing the camera. Oh no. Move around. Uh-oh. He's going to show us. No, don't do it. You're going to lose your money all at once. No. 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 You're going to lose your money. No. No. You're going to go through all your parents' money.
Fuck,
You don't have your own money.
fucking.
Oh, no. You're going to get kicked.
Kurwa mać.
Yeah, that's funny. I couldn't tell. It probably isn't Peter actually. But he's definitely the same. I, no, it's a little on the darker side. What's with that? Like he was just gonna give me like infinite tips and just like liquidate his economy. Jesus Christ. So he's found a.
Wait.
Yes. It's just more annoying because of what it
No?
just.
Bring up the volume. There you are.
Stereo.
Hmm? Sorry? Yo,
Yo, this the right place?
at the right time. I'm not sure if I hope Todd will come back. He had some issue, I guess, or he was here, but now he's no longer here.
He's no
What's
longer
up?
with us. Yeah, not much. Chilling. Just chillaxing.
That's good. Where is Todd? Let's make the text edit mode, just like last time. Just the edit mode.
Yeah, I do that a lot to remind myself when I'm working on stuff. Like, what the hell? It's not working now. Oh, I'm in edit mode.
Edit mode, and I hide it. You still there?
What box do?
Leo,
Mm-hmm.
still there?
I'm here. You too big, you can't hear me?
Wait, I'm too big to hear you.
Yeah, as I said.
Wait, but I can
Too
toggle
big
this.
to hear us little people.
Let me turn the 3D speaker. Yeah, like that.
Hello, 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 hello.
Yeah, no, it's 3D speaker. Now it can be any size and still hear you.
There he is.
Why did you open a new session?
It's done.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hey, Squanch, I can't hear you.
Squanch?
Yes. Why did you open a new session?
I didn't. You disappeared from my session.
Oh, I guess I thought I thought it was the opposite.
Ah, weird. I
Yeah,
didn't see your
somebody else.
session. I was checking for live rooms. I didn't see any. And I just stayed in the same session. I didn't go anywhere.
Somebody opened another
So
one.
this has been a Wi-Fi thing. Yeah, I reported FBI already.
You reported the FBI.
Because I did report the FBI. Yeah. Yeah, because it's like, yeah, it's like if your whole thing is like you can. I mean, I give PatchWorld credit. He at least was being silly.
PatchWorld is tasteful.
Yeah, somebody who just goes in to try to, and all they do is just.
PatchWorld
There's
is a
nothing.
bit more tasteful.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's also he shared with me some really amazing stuff. Like there's a world he does where it basically just tells a whole story of a kid dealing with his parents' death, and I'm like,
Oh no,
dude, is this your story? No, it's not. It's just a different story. I'm like, okay, it's pretty insane.
crazy.
Yep. What you making?
I'm just playing with resizing myself and trying to.
Oh, you're trying to find a bug.
No, I wanted to really just do something, but the bugs find me.
Yes, good one.
Bugs find me.
Yes.
Ah, maybe I shouldn't use the ruler. Maybe I should just use the.
So, Leonardo was I think I might have told you about this, is that the when you do the trigger box and you can be moved around by, is it the trigger box or the interaction box? I can't remember. Anyway, when you can get moved around by the box, when you are in giant mode, you can get a more smooth like path for the ride, and we got it to work where you actually yeah, because otherwise, if you're trying to move a player through a world in your normal size, you're doing your you're kind of squeaking it by, and it's like it looks really crappy. But to have the really nice smooth like figure eight through stuff, you should do. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about that, Leonardo, I think it would be awesome if Plinktown, if you had like a Plinktown tour like that. Just like a video where somebody got moved through all of the different rooms, just so that people would know all the different places to go, because they're going to explore it. But it might be kind of cool to do like a,
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could do it too, just as easily. Anybody could do it, but yeah. I was just have you, hey Boris, have you hung out with Action Dime yet?
No, I just talked to him a little bit on Discord, I think.
Yeah, he spent a ton of time on Gravity Sketch, and he was talking about how Gravity Sketch. Oh, and he also talked about Shape VR. Remember when we met the Shape VR guy in San Francisco?
Yeah.
He was saying that he used to use Shape VR, and they had like these animation effects, and they stopped having the animation effects. But Gravity Sketch is super stable in multiplayer. So it's gotten the attention of, well, I don't know what came first. He said it got the attention of like Ford and other big companies for their like big meetings and their prototyping and stuff.
Oh, wow.
And then they got like millions of dollars in funding. And so I didn't know if it was they got the funding first and then they got the big clients, or if it was the other way around. But it felt like, oh well, that would work. I mean, like to have one big client, fund something, or I don't know.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Melody is the one to talk about this stuff, but
That's true.
we also
That's
have
true.
this guy Stav. We also have this guy Stav. You know Stav?
He came in during the when we were doing the co-design stuff.
Yeah, so he's also around that area.
He's like a fundraiser guy.
So I heard, yeah.
Cool. And this is all going to go on the video. Yeah.
Oh no, oh, I forgot I'm shooting. But I mean, I didn't say anything.
Yeah, it's whatever. Well, it's not trade secrets, but it is a little bit personal.
Oh,
You know,
so
I
you
see
have-
like yeah, I'm
so you
streaming
have
actually,
edit.
You are. You're streaming live.
but nobody's watching this anyway.
Well, they will be.
You can't edit that.
Yeah, you can't edit a stream.
You can later maybe if you like, if you really want to. But
Well, so what's new, Leonardo? I haven't seen you for a while. I've been off doing other things.
Tinkering.
What's really? That's surprising. Oh, I was talking to Action Dine about this earlier, and I told him if he needed to ever if he had got a device before, and then in the marketplace it shifted to cost that he would get his vibes refunded. This is such an interesting topic, but I told him to talk to you about that. Is that accurate?
about to me about the what he
Refunding
bought something and then
No, the other way around. It was he had it, and then he had an icy slicer. He had an icy slicer, and then all of a sudden it turned into something that cost. So he's like, that bums him out. He doesn't want to have to buy something he already had. And I was like, yeah, just talk to Bublik about it.
Yeah, now I remember it. I wanted to check. He said something else. He said it disappeared completely. Can't find it.
Oh, weird. No, that's strange.
Maybe I didn't understand. Wait, do I have the icy slicer?
Do you have it? Oh, I don't know.
I don't see it.
Oh, is it gone?
Here's it. Here's the icy. No, there is one here. Yeah, there's gonna be some improvements, I think, soon about with how assets are managed, so there'll be less bugs, I think.
Nice.
But,
Sweet.
also,
Well, it would be nice to like I'm just a perfect example. I'm looking through my images, and I'm just like scrolling.
Yeah, it's not
Goes
so
on.
comfortable, to say the least.
Yeah. I like how over time though that you get more of your stuff is obvious. Like I mean, like the thumbnails come up. It's inconsistent. I think it has to do with Wi-Fi, but I like that more things are coming up.
This cannon is cool.
It's a little buggy, but
Oh, I love that.
because it works better in solo. But
What doesn't work?
Yeah, what part?
you don't see all. I don't see the whole thing going. It animates a little bit when it shoots.
Can you shoot it? Can you
I
shoot it? I
can't.
want to see.
I don't hear the sound effect when it shoots. Just after.
Oh, I love that animation. That's cool.
Oh, you
Wink.
see it?
Yeah, I see it.
It should make a funk sound when it shoots, but I don't hear it. I only hear it in solo.
But when I hit it,
What did you make the bubbles?
It does do an whoop.
with the
How did you do the bubbles?
material blocks and couple of rotors
Material.
and shape and rotors.
Can we have a
clocks.
look?
Yeah, sure.
Can we have a look inside?
Yeah, sure.
Boris, you look great because you've got the you got the camera, and but you've
You
got
have to
your
open the bubble a few times.
you've got your avatar as your head. Just stay
Buried
put
in
for a
the
second.
layers.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Ah, the bubble here is gray. That's why.
Oh, it's not for me.
There's a-
That's not for me.
There's one. There's
Oh,
one
in
that's popping. There's a bubble that's popping. I don't know how you made it to pop,
That's
but it's
that one.
amazing.
Yeah, it's a hittable.
And it's also moving. It's always moving. Also,
You gotta open it up. It's all inside the bubble.
ah, it's a group.
If I can get it without.
That's and this circle is the bubbles. Actually, this sphere is the
It's
small bubble.
part of the, so I could hide the group, so I could hide it, so it doesn't show. It's hard to open the bubble.
Oh, there it is. No?
There he is.
Hey. Yo yo.
I was just talking about you.
Oh boy. Oh, what are we building here?
Well, Leonardo made a bubble shooter, a thing that I should have made a copy of. Oh, there it is.
It's
Bubble ain't coming back.
fantastic.
Oh, I'll have to get another one. It's blown apart on me. Bubble trouble.
That's Bublik.
Oh, hey,
Action.
what's going on?
I checked out all your worlds, man. I love them. I love the studio.
Thank you.
The studio is fantastic.
Dude,
Really
I couldn't
cool.
believe it. That I could
So
that I can
it's
get this stuff to work in here.
smooth. Solo is nice. I mean, I
Yeah.
imagine multiplayer is going to be a little bit tricky, but man, it loaded right up for one.
Uh-huh.
My Wi-Fi
Should we
where
go
I'm at
there?
right now. You want to see it? Yeah,
It
let's do it.
slowed down a lot once I stared adding
can
all of the
bring-
ghost loopers and everything. You remove
yeah.
all of that stuff, and it's really smooth.
They should do the thing where I mean I don't know if it changes the size or anything like that, but yeah, I mean it to have it be more motion detected might be worth doing.
Yeah.
I was
Look at
just
this.
kind of blown away how quickly I was able to
That's the
set up
bubble.
that like a guided tour.
Wow. Oh, so you made you made it and you animated it yourself. It was
Yeah.
got it. Do you see that? Do you see that, Bublik?
Yeah.
So he animated.
This is what's warping it, and the rotors are floating around. The
Nice.
hittable is what's triggering the pop.
What is that? Okay.
You're talking about
Yeah.
yeah. Piston is
Oh,
Piston's
yeah,
pretty
that's-
crazy. You need to go to
I just
you
threw
gotta
that
go
in
to-
make it float.
yeah, you need to
Make
go
the
to
bubble float around.
to Victor's Worlds for physics because he really breaks down the that joint block or whatever. Is it joint? Piston. What is it called?
Yeah, joint.
Yeah, really crazy stuff. I mean, I think that's mainly what the RC car that Dutchin made consists of.
Yeah, because
And that was
The
fun.
hinges,
Yeah, I
the
tried
pivots,
the
the
car and the
rotates.
plane. That's pretty
Advanced.
amazing. You could do
That's
all
advanced.
of that in here.
And all the
Just-
shadowing and all that stuff. Yeah, he did the lettering and stuff in Cinema 4D and then brought it in. But yeah, Same with Sunday Fun. Same with Sunday Funnies. Yeah, Sunday Funnies. He did all that all the animation of the lettering coming out of the cereal box. That's Cinema 4D.
And the car had a real even like the real time lighting. I don't. I'm like, wait, did he put some just put some bulbs on it? I'm guessing.
love it.
It's not. It was when it was happening before. The bubble stayed put, and then then it would pop. But it. All right, y'all. You want to check out? You want to see how we can push the multiplayer in Actions Studio?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, I don't mind. I mean, I don't want to have you bail on the workshop if you're expecting more.
This isn't bailing on the workshop. This is doing the workshop.
Oh.
We do about half hour in. Usually, we'll do like a field trip.
Ooh.
And so then anybody that shows up halfway through, if they're late, they just look to the live that's got the most people in it. Usually.
All right.
That's for everybody in the streaming to know that, to find that out. Oh. Oh.
Wait, now it
Yeah.
loaded, I think. No, still I have a gray bubble, or maybe that should be a gray bubble here. I don't know,
Yeah, no, that's great for me too.
but maybe it's supposed to be.
Well,
Green, maybe not.
I had the head up. It's not hittable right now, so it doesn't.
It's
Todd,
supposed to
did
be
you
green.
want to launch it, or do you want me to? Whatever.
Oh, would you actually? Yeah, I was gonna launch it, but if you want to, then you'll be the mod for it when you open it. So yeah, why don't you do that, and we'll
Okay,
when I see it, we'll
Is this
just
bubble
join
gray
in.
for you,
Okay.
See you in a sec.
Leo.
Alrighty.
Is this bubble gray for you, Leo?
Gray.
The front one.
Yeah, empty. Empty. Yeah, the front one is an
Oh,
empty.
is it? Oh, yeah. It's empty. Yeah. Yep. That's why it's not working.
Yeah, something.
So just in the grouping.
Something about a bug with loading the sound. Didn't load it.
Yeah, I get that on a lot of things that happen.
I'm joining the Studio 1019.
Yeah, that's good.
Studio 1019, I got it.
Used by any of the three studios, C, B, or
Hey.
we never tested. It might have been expensive. But it was a very awesome building that I got to work in. It is now a doctor's office. The studio shut down, and I wanted to preserve the history of Studio C. This actually didn't even
gonna shut
have
these
a live
off.
room.
Or shut them off when everybody gets here. Shut them off when everybody gets here, because otherwise it's gonna be turning them on. It'll sync better when you turn them off and everybody's here.
The console that was sitting here when I was there was a SSL. Was it an AWS? It's kind of more like it was like this hybrid.
Oh, you know what's funny? Oh, Victor's made a pool table. We should put an actual working pool table in here. Oh.
This one got booked out.
The thing is that all of this is all in like one model.
Right. Yeah,
If I could,
No, I mean,
though,
it could be. It
when
could
I
just be
try
on
to
top.
delete, I could like move this mesh, right? But if I delete this mesh, it then deletes everything else, even though it is a separate part that I could move. I don't know if that's something that'll
Superimpose it.
change
I mean, the
over
thing is, since we can resize, we could just make a bigger one, a bigger pool table on top of it, and we can resize.
I could just move it below the floor and just hide it.
Oh.
That would solve it, I guess. I threw a couple other things down below that I didn't need. Let me stop that one. Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, it's a studio that's in Glendale, California. I got to work there for about a year and a half, 2 years or so, and it's closed down now. It's now a doctor's office, which is really sad because it was built in the 1980s by Yamaha. It was their research and development facility, and it had at least 4 separate foundations poured, internal brick walls. A lot of the walls were like double walls, double doors. It was built to be like top notch. in the 80s, it was sold because they were actually, Yamaha was kicking out some hits, like some R&B hits. They would bring people in, they could record really cheap, but they had to use Yamaha's gear that they were testing out, reverbs or whatever.
Oh, come on.
And
That's
but
easy.
a lot of hits were actually coming out of here, and they were making a ton of money, so it could no longer, like for tax reasons, like it wasn't really functioning as like a research and development thing, because they were so because it was profitable, so they had to sell it.
Funny.
It then became Air LA. There was acts like Backstreet Boys.
No. Crazy.
A bunch of other big names were in here. Not when I was here though. They then sold it. It became Front Page Recorders. That guy kind of didn't maintain it very well. He had it for a few years, and I guess when the last owner bought it from him, there's only like one working light bulb in the whole building, and like, you know, stuff was broken down, and he just couldn't afford to fix it. I think it was Broken Wave Music for I think like 3 or 4 years, and then then he sold it. But it's really cool. Here, I'll give you a little tour. We'll start with
Get lost in
we'll
here
head on
easy.
over to Studio A. This is kind of like the main lounge. This
Leonardo's
The
already
green room.
oh, okay.
You're in the green
This is
room
the
already.
green
Where are
room.
the M&Ms?
No brown M&M.
All right. Double doors. Double doors. Double doors. Double. You made this all in Gravity Sketch?
Yes. Every
Yeah,
bit of
amazing.
it. I loaded it, I then put it into Blender just to handle stuff like group, like merging objects. So there wasn't, just for like optimization and just materials and some of the stuff like that. But yeah, 95% of it was Gravity Sketch. All of the modeling anyway was Gravity Sketch.
Yeah. It's incredible.
Oh, this is nice. I like
Yeah,
it.
right?
Thank you.
Yeah, he's
I
just
did
chilling
have-
out.
So this was an SSL 9000 JK series. I actually did a full model of that console, but
No way.
there's no way it would. I can't even
connected
load
to that
model into the headset. Spending the extra money, much less in the
yeah.
studio SSL that's in Studio A.
Oh, so you actually had all of the buttons.
Open shut.
Yeah, I
Seriously?
modeled the whole thing. Well, you do one channel and you just copy and paste. The master section in the middle is very unique, but it was like what was this one? 82 channels of the same thing. So, but yeah, it adds up. Patch Bay was over here.
Oh, you know what?
Um,
You should
So all
take
of the
a
gear
picture.
that's in the Rex
Let me just stick a picture on it.
would be
Yeah, for sure.
connected over here. This
Did
is
you-
where I spent most of my time, either running the Pro Tools desk, which was right by where I'm standing. And so when they needed like, a kick drum patched into a compressor, boom, 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 you do it over on the patch panel.
That's cool.
Linked up to every single room in the entire studio. When Yamaha had it, it was actually configured to be one big studio and not three separate ones. But over the years, they made it into kind of like three separate studios so they could book out more of it at a time. But if a customer did want to book out the whole building, you could, because everything was completely interconnected. This room was interesting because if you look up in the ceiling, and I know I could probably get these to actually work at some point, but these you could rotate. So one
What?
side of it was like carpet, one was wood, and then I think another had like a rock.
God, are you
So
kidding
you could
me?
actually, you could change the
Whoa.
acoustics in this room. We called it the rock room. It had this nice like layered rock wall. I'm glad there's some textures built in that are close enough. And then this was usually kept closed, but you could actually see that's the control room for Studio B. Studio B's live room right here. So again, if you wanted to have the whole building working on one project, and the artists could actually all, for the most part, have good visibility of each other. So you could have some good,
Leonardo,
the
can you
visual.
get another take on that one? I need to hear that vocal.
This room was often booked for mixing.
All right, here we
This room
go.
was a little bit better for
I'll count you in.
because it was a little bit bigger of a room. Right where I'm standing was where the
This
Pro
room over
Tools,
here was everyone's favorite though for the sound in this
Yeah,
one
the
was
live one. Oh yeah, the live
yeah,
one.
it was
amazing.
it was the biggest. We recorded some orchestra stuff in here for soundtrack.
Oh.
These diffusers, you could close these panels, and again, I could probably do this at some point. You know, they could close so you could again change the acoustics in here.
Crazy.
This thing was just a
Copy my
headphone
curtain idea.
headphone breakout
Open
box.
this.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, yeah. Leonardo has a curtain that you could actually take and adopt it, change that.
But yeah, like if you notice, like there's very little use of 90-degree angles in the whole building, which was quite a challenge to model it. But it was, it was interesting to try and pull it off. And I did most of this from photos and memory.
So cool.
Because it doesn't really exist anymore, I wanted to try and preserve it because it's one of the few recording studios that was built to be a recording studio and not just some like warehouse that was converted or whatever. And
That
it
would be
was
an amazing.
literally-
That'd be an amazing board recording to have, to be able to say this is how the live room sounded. Too bad those maybe don't exist.
that drum thing that you saw
Yeah.
was recorded right. No, the drum set was like right here. It was in.
Oh, so-
it was in. That thing was in this room.
Okay, well, great.
Them crazy, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So if we'll continue the tour back on over this way. This
Ooh.
is the private lounge for Studio A. So if you booked out the studio that we were just in, this was kind of your own like private area just for you.
Yep.
And
For smoke
this is
breaks
the
right
set.
out here for
Kind of not a big deal, but this
VIP.
if you
Yeah, a
want
little
to, if you
bit.
want to take a smoke break back in the darkness out here, you're welcome to.
that's right.
Ah,
in the void.
Yep.
No. Oh shit.
No. All right, we'll continue on. This is again just at a office hallway. This was like storage,
Call it.
the owner's
closet.
office.
I
This
love
was
how
the
you made
power
the
supply
closets.
room. You actually take a look in there. So there was several
Whoa.
racks, and those were just the power supplies for the SSL and the Neve. And this room had its own air conditioning system.
Sheesh.
I think he said he spent like something like 40 grand a month just on an electric bill.
My God. What?
Like this room was
Well, right
booked out to
there.
some guy who did a lot of post-production work in there. There was just a little supply
okay.
closet. We had a little kitchen here. And then we're kind of back
Yeah.
into the main room. And then we will look at Studio B.
where's all the bathrooms?
Oh, they're by the
I've been
front door.
home since we got here.
Right here, my friend.
This is the live room for B, and
I don't know what gender you are because
Oh, well, wait.
you know,
Lost,
obvious
I've got
reasons.
people calling us on-
obvious reasons.
oh, Todd, over here. Other one.
Sorry, whoops. Oh God. Oh.
There you go.
Stuck in the walls.
Yeah.
Stuck in the walls.
I kept collisions off because I was assuming that could make movement difficult, and it would probably also kill the CPU trying to calculate the collisions.
Oh,
So I just
right.
figured it's easier to
Oh, I
just
didn't even
float
think
through
about
the
that.
walls.
Oh, there you
So apparently this room was this live room was a control room at one point, and that was a live room. I managed to get in touch with the either son or daughter of the guy that owned was it front page, or was it front page or one of the like previous owners children I've been in contact with, and they had a few photos of like blueprints. They were kind of telling me that like when they were here, this was
they had a little control room set up in here. So it was interesting
In
seeing
there.
how it
Crazy.
was kind of reconfigured throughout the years. And I'm still trying to picture in my head what it looked like when it was like 100% Yamaha, right? And rumor has it, the NS10 speakers were designed in this building. I don't know whether or not that's true or not, but I thought that was kind of interesting.
I wonder. It makes me wonder if Yamaha would find this like amazing. You know what I mean? Because I'm
Maybe.
sure that I'm sure that they would want to know that somebody has done this amount of work to.
I would
preserve this.
I would love to show
Imagine
someone
that.
from the company.
Yeah.
That would be
right.
That would be
I mean-
fabulous. This room I loved. It just felt really big and open.
Yeah.
The
monitors
control
are
room A
insane.
was a little like tight and intimate. You had more of the live rooms, but this one was just a little more comfortable to be in. It was a little
Squanchy,
brighter
this is-
and a little more open.
Squanchy, is this your monitor setup right here? Is this how it is in your apartment?
This was a Neve 88R.
Yeah.
Which I think that.
Oh,
one was-
did you hear? Did you
but I
hear
think it was a
Leonardo?
70
Did
it
you
was
hear
a
Leonardo
72
from
channel
before?
version. Huh? Oh, sorry. What?
Did you hear Leonardo before? He said you should find a picture and just overlay it so that you wouldn't have to do all the wiring, but just so people could see it.
But- Yeah, that I could do. I guess my idea with this was like, well, if someone wanted to like use this space, they could just put their own gear and faders on this existing mesh.
Oh yeah,
And
true.
they could build something into this. Probably not a lot. I mean, it's probably already. It feels like it's a little CPU heavy already, but who knows? Like, yeah, I have it set to people can make copies and remix this. I would love to see what people having fun with this because preserve its history was the goal.
Well, and talk about like show.
Yes.
Talk about a show. Just do a show in a studio, right?
Which
Yeah.
studio is this? Which studio is this?
Well, it doesn't really exist anymore. It was Air LA, it was Front Page Recorders, and it was Broken Wave Music, just depending on like who owned it at the time.
But when Yamaha owned it, was it just called Yamaha? Was it just Yamaha's
Yamaha
test
Research and Development Studios, I think is the name that they went by. And there was actually like some of the albums they made, it was sort of released
There you
under
go.
that as sort of a record label. You can look a lot of this stuff up. I had done a bit of research and I've set up a little kind of a web page.
Yeah, would you post that in your?
project.
Yeah, would you post that on the Discord so that you could, and with like a little, because we're gonna have this. This will be in the on YouTube,
Oh.
right? The stream for the thing will be on
Sweet.
YouTube. So so why don't you could put it so we can put it in the description
Yeah, I'll do
of
that.
the video. So that that'd
I've
be cool.
got a good collection of photos.
contribution.
Luckily, at the Road back in like 2000.
Here's the big console. here's the knob.
You need a bigger knob.
Turn it up. Turn that knob up.
Oh, yeah, too bad it's not
Hey,
at just the
Justin.
right angle where you could
It's a
lock
one knob.
lock it to the grid.
The one knob system.
Yes.
Wait,
One
you
knob,
can
one
change the,
slider.
You can change the good
Yeah. This one was set up. You could do video. I never actually. It has a projector up here. It has
Oh, nice.
the,
Oh yeah, yeah.
acoustic
Screen coming
and
down.
transparent screen. Although I never actually got to see it in use.
Acoustically
there wasn't-
transparent.
Yeah,
That's insane.
so like the sound can go through. It doesn't. Apparently
Goes
they
through
don't.
walls.
They're not bright. They don't look quite as good, but you can still kind of see what's going on. Is the idea?
So,
That
so maybe you
closet
can
over
see,
there was just
maybe
a,
you can see
a
the,
cable closet. Sorry, random.
but you
fun
could,
fact.
but with the cameras, you could just see get like a live feed of the other rooms or something, probably.
Well, there was no cameras or anything. No, it was just for like if you're mixing sound for a movie in here.
Oh,
For like
Oh,
just doing
yeah,
a
yeah,
mix
yeah,
or
that
doing
makes
like
sense.
overdubs for dialogue or something like that.
Yeah.
I got to be in a
lunchbox.
mix. There's a mix session in here for like a garage band project was mixed in here, you know, because they have to mix the stems down for it, right? Like all of the drum tracks get mixed down to a stereo track.
Oop.
So if the drummer
I
player,
gotta head back to the.
Okay.
I gotta head to reception. Somebody's here. Oh shoot! Where is it? Hello. Hello. Anyone here? Who is it? Yeah.
This it definitely was a little smoother running when I didn't have any materials on it too. So if you guys feel like experimenting with it and you want to add some gear to it and it's getting a little slow, remove all the material things are like they're kind of in one far corner everything's underneath.
What headset are you on?
Quest
Hey,
3.
look, it's Victor, our new recording artist. You guys.
Oh, hey Victor.
Yeah, he's gonna do his next album in here. So I hope you guys are cool with that. We're just doing a committee meeting talking about the track setup and everything like that. Yeah, and I hope you like what Bublik's done.
We're just updating
for the board. Yeah, the console is all done. Here's your button. You use your.
It's a
Use your
one knob
knob.
setup.
Yeah, it's a one button. It's a one button concept.
It's really heavy.
It just reads your mind.
Uh-oh.
You hit it with your. Now you're broken. My bad.
I just better not say
So
it right now.
immediately. Oh, you don't have to worry about that because you can always go back to an early revision.
It's running smooth now.
Oh my
As
God!
long as you don't save it like this.
I just wanted to remove the knob, but
I would say this is a little less feature rich as studios go.
You can lock it. Yeah, should lock it.
I
in
thought they
place.
locked the model, but
Maybe no. Wait.
Yeah, just
Lo-
don't hit
locking it
save
now.
on the way out.
Is there a way to not interact with it?
Yeah, set interactive. You
Hmm.
should it work? Set interactive. I think you're unable to completely interact with it if you use this.
So,
play mode.
Try.
Oh, did you hit undo?
yeah, does anyone hit it undo, or should we just all go back into it? I was going to rejoin, but
should I start another
the
one?
other thing too, you can do action. Oop.
So this you can't.
Hello? Oh.
Hmm?
That was
You
weird.
can
You can always, yeah, and the other thing too, action is you can start a whole new session by going to your world page, starting
Just
and
go
then
to it
play
again,
solo. Just play solo and then start a live session from that. It'll be just a duplicate
All right,
session,
I'll go
and then
do
we
that.
can move over there. Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
What are we trying to do here?
Don't know what's happening here. Yeah, so action's he's going to start another instance.
Trying to
Oh.
make it interactive.
it just join house session.
Yeah, you have to open it in
So
solo.
action,
You have to open it in
action.
solo.
Yeah, you got to open. Yeah, you got to go back. You can't join the live set. You got to
I
play
actually
play
don't
solo.
like this mechanic, but that's how it is.
I think it's good actually. I think it works. I think it's a simple.
You
It's
like
only a
it?
couple.
Because it can be confusing for
I do.
how the hell do I start a new session with my world? Because
No,
it's
no.
confusing. It's like
No, now that I
he
know-
would think
I-
now that his world is corrupted, that he saved that it was saved. You know.
Yeah. No, I get that. So, action. You hear? No, he's not.
He left to he made another room. Let's go there.
be used by any of the 3 studios, C, B, and C. This was a live.
Welcome back.
There we go.
At one point. And
Yay.
this is,
I'm
really only
I'm gonna
one
delete all
control
these
room in the whole
ghost boxes.
Wait till everybody gets in here before you start deleting, because otherwise
we-
it's not going to do anything.
this
We're
everyone?
not going to do anything for everybody. Victor, Leonardo. Yep, we're here. We're here. So the end of the
And
hallway.
if you
this
guys
is
see
the
those
green room
ghosts,
down here?
you guys can delete those. Oh yeah, the only other room you haven't seen is C. It's this tiny little one. Just go through this brick wall if you want.
Like vision.
This one was mostly used for like just vocal, or like a little vocal booth here. This one was mostly for like putting a guitar cabinet, real small. The console in here was an SSL 900 AWS, I think it was called. It was one of those. It was really small, but it was like a hybrid between an analog console and a like a machine controller for Pro Tools. You could just make it like
Nice.
basically be like a $90,000 mouse for Pro Tools or a console.
That's funny.
Essentially.
Were you ever in this in the studio where all 3 A, B, and C were booked out?
No, and to be honest, I actually never got to see through this glass. I actually put the panel down below just to show that the windows are there, but they just put the panels up because it was so rarely. If you weren't actually working with that room, you don't want to look at them, and you don't want the glass. You want this covered up with something that's not reflective, not acoustically reflective anyway. But yeah, that's the studio.
I mean, like if you did this to my house, I would be like,
I
I'd be pretty
have
happy.
modeled my
Like-
house. I've modeled a house I grew up in. It's kind of fun, like just.
I want to see
nostalgia.
that. I want to see that.
Just to go, go through.
Yeah,
Even if like the stuff isn't quite the same,
on.
it's really like
sure.
jogging the memory. It's interesting.
That's cool. Yeah. Because you could say that's where we did this. This is that. That's where I wet my pants over there. That was great. That's when I ran. That's when I ran into a slide door and broke it. That's when I sat and cried for 25 minutes.
This is
But
where
I
you
would
hit
love
the
to see if
Playboy.
someone was like setting stuff up in this space. I think that'd be awesome. If you were actually able to.
No, I think
able
that's
to
the
use
thing.
it.
When you said you were saying something about the colliding, like making collisions, the collision calculations would tax the CPU too much, so that it wouldn't really
probably
be able to
would.
be loaded. And is that? Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
It might work
Something like-
okay, but also because I don't have these doors aren't set to actually open. I can't make that. I would have to go back in the blender and I would have to redo
You're just
everything.
immediately trapped. Yeah, you're immediately trapped in every room.
Well,
Have you
not
even
only that,
tried?
but like it's already kind of hard enough to kind of tell where you're moving around in here. So if you had to navigate through all of these double doors, and I had it set up with working doors in Meta Horizon Worlds, but it was just that one was just really clunky, and I couldn't actually import this model. I had to rebuild it from scratch in there with just primitives. So that one. There is a version of this in Meta Horizon Worlds as well, and you can compare. So if you want to actually see like how much better PatchWorld does it than Meta,
I can't
they
imagine.
have an interesting
That's good to know.
scripting system in there. But I didn't even have to do a script in here. I can just connect this stuff and it works. I'm not typing stuff in. A little bit, but you know what I mean.
That's rad.
But I just feel like
Yeah, totally.
it was easier to build in here. It runs better and it looks better
Oh,
as far as like metaverse apps go. I mean, all the music stuff aside in PatchWorld, there's like some world building
Right,
aspects
exactly.
to it that some of these other platforms fail on. And I think the biggest one is speed. You don't need the software development kit to put stuff in here like a lot of the other ones, because most artists, they don't want to learn Unity. They want to make art, and they want to publish it. They want people to look at it.
Yeah.
But, having that learning curve of learning how to use Unity, it's time consuming. So, and you don't have to do that with PatchWorld.
That's really good. That's a really good. I mean, I wish that would come up in a review or something like that, because I definitely feel like being able to. Well, and what's good about what you're saying, Action, is that you have this kind of build out and multiplayer experience in multiple different apps, which not very many people have. Like I was just back and forth with Plav, who's been this whole time doing stuff in VR chat, because what the functionality in VR chat that Patch doesn't have is like there's more there's more lighting possibilities when you're doing, like, at least doing PC VR, which I have no interest in doing PC VR, but I'm like, I want things to be mobile for me, and so PC VR is like less. But I mean, I guess you could get a good laptop that could do that, but yeah, oh, for sure.
Should I
Exactly, and to have things like
physics?
What?
If you want, hey, why don't you do this, Victor? Victor, do you want to try it in another instance, and then
just save a copy.
Us?
Make a copy. Do whatever you want with it. Have
Okay.
fun.
Yeah, I just wanted to try right now, but maybe, like you said.
Yeah, do it. Just do it, and then invite us, because otherwise we'll be thrown into whatever happens.
All of the anchor
goodness
points
knows
for
we
all
don't
of the
know what
models are
happens
in
when
that.
we
You can
go
see where the
into
beam is
close.
going to that far corner of the
Yay.
building. So everything's kind of the root, the root node or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so
I-
I'm gonna make a new session, and if it works, I invite you.
Invite us. Yeah, that's perfect.
It won't probably work, but yeah.
Well,
See you in
well, then come on back. All right. So I don't. Yeah. Right now, Leonardo, are you moving around, or are you? Because I just see you floating.
I just
You-
sitting there.
You're just standing there. Can you float around just so I know that I'm not
Well,
frozen?
I'm moving now.
Okay, so
It's been a while.
I'm frozen.
I
Yeah.
see you moving.
Oh, you're so
Oh,
smart.
do you need
No.
is it
What I
a
mean
sync
is,
issue?
yeah, it's a sync issue. Is all I'm saying. I can't see anybody else. I can't see anybody else moving.
Should I sync it? Is that
No. It's not a you. It's not a you thing. It's a me thing.
It's not you, it's me.
Yeah, that's cool.
hey? We got
Yeah,
7 people.
it's
in
right.
here.
I'm gonna try to put physics.
Well, it's
right back.
Squanchy / Bublik he's got the camera in here, so we have 6.
Oh, got it.
There's
That is
Raves here.
fantastic.
Rave and Martin and
seven people.
Yeah, I just got it.
Oh,
Who's
so
the
is he
second one?
trying to turn the collisions on and?
It's that room.
yes. He's got Studio 1019 physics right now. He just opened it.
Ooh, This would be a great mixing room.
He must have got it working. Let's see.
But you're in
Or maybe he just opened
I-
it. Maybe he just
I
opened
can't tell you how
He said he
excited
would
I
invite
was
us.
Get an
that
invite?
I got this thing in and working
yeah.
in just like within like an hour or two.
Uninvited.
How little time I spent on it comparatively to any other platform. It's just really made me ecstatic, and so thank you.
Yeah,
all
I mean,
for,
well, considering
coming to check it out.
no, I mean that's the thing is that that's the thing is like you can't do this all in a bubble. You have to have a place where you can say, does this actually work? Prototype stuff is one thing, but to make
playing
it so it
drums
does
over there,
work in a
Ray?
multiple.
Because you can put pictures of this on your website and no one really cares. Once they're in it, it's like, oh, that's cool.
That's what I was saying
It's
to you
so-
about the
It's
360.
so hard to.
That's
Yeah.
what I was saying about the 360 thing. Like if you were bringing people through a tour with the 360 going, How cool would that be? Like bring them, do the thing that Leo was saying, and make yourself huge, and walk them through with the like an interaction box or whatever. And it could be like a tour ride through it. You know, you wouldn't even have to, you wouldn't be like, come on over here. You could just be like, and this room is the blah, blah, blah. You know, you could just move your hand with the trigger box, and then they would just get in at reception, and then it would take them through the ride.
I love this.
And then and then once you did that, you could get into the PC. What did you call? I called it standalone. You call it something else, but whatever that is, you could get the PC version, and then you could get the rectangular image from that, and then that would be sick.
What I would like to
So
know,
many
because
things.
they have their desktop app that people can visit worlds as a guest. They can't edit or anything like that, but they can walk around, look at it, and tinker.
Can
And that,
actually edit
to me,
also
that's
little
like
bits.
perfect if I was going to try and convince my dad to come look at this, right? Because he's not going to put a headset on his
Yeah,
face.
did you hear?
But is there a
Or
web,
said that
the
you
web
can't.
portal? Do we know if that's going to
Yeah.
at some point allow people on the web to come and see the worlds? That I think would be big for being able to share what you've made, accessibility. But at least the desktop.
it'd be
app
better,
can do that.
definitely.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
get a web
well,
address
and-
for the worlds.
Yeah. Well, you can do. I mean, the other day I got some sort of invite for a Horizon Worlds thing that I could actually look at on my phone. Did you know that you could do that
Yes.
on the Quest
Yes.
app?
And actually,
So I'm
even
wondering
in the
if
Facebook
they're
app on
adding
your
that
phone,
functionality
too. It's in the
Yeah.
Facebook app too. It's weird.
in the
But
Facebook
yeah,
app.
you can.
No way.
Yes. Yeah, one of my worlds.
So what I'm saying is-
I like posted on Facebook, and I was in the Facebook app, and I tapped on it, and it literally brought me into it without even leaving the Facebook app. Unless it had switched
that's
to the
insane.
Meta app, and I didn't notice it. It did not look like anything was switching, and I was like, "Whoa, it's very well integrated that way," and that accessibility
Well, and
gives it
that's-
an advantage. But adding mesh,
Yes.
custom mesh to that platform and texturing it is such a it's a very long and weird workflow. They definitely like kind of did their own thing. But
Yeah.
it's just not easy to get assets into the pictures. You just can't. You have to kind of like.
Well, it makes me
load it.
wonder. It makes me wonder
As
if
a-
they're
as a
letting
texture.
it makes me wonder if they're getting to the point where they're going to let developers offer that option for their users to
It's
go
rolled out to
have
everyone
it
now,
Weird.
where you can do the
Understand.
custom mesh. It's just not easy to do.
Oh no! I
because,
mean,
you have to
I'm-
do things where like even
Yeah.
your materials have to be labeled a specific way for them to like match up with something else. It's just you have to like memorize like a naming scheme for things. It's just a little weird. So you can't really work how you're comfortable with working. You have to kind of adapt to it. And I guess some of it made sense to me why they did it that way, but I don't know. I think a lot of their concern is they're worried about what kind of content people are going to bring in on that huge platform and what kind of legal repercussions. So I understand that, but
that makes sense.
I just wanted to set up like
Yeah,
a quick
my-
art gallery and put up some pictures. And after a week, I'm like,
Yeah.
this should be easier. But their scripting system.
So do you
is really
think-
cool?
Do you think that in Horizon Worlds, do you think that they're just making that be an option for just Horizon World users and not to other meta developers, at different apps? Because I mean that would be, I mean if they're rolling out that functionality in Horizon Worlds, it could be possible that somebody would say, okay, in MetaQuest Plus members will now can have access to all of the apps that they have on their headset, and it would just be, I mean, I don't know, that seems pretty insane.
From
But then that would
from
mean
what I
that
can
each
tell,
developer would have to have.
I think I think their goal with it is that I think they want the entire operating system to kind of have Horizon Worlds like embedded
Yes.
in it, not necessarily a separate app anymore. And that's evident that they've even changed the name to Horizon OS. And now you're starting to see the
right.
portals come up in that home world. They're trying to kind of get that all integrated so it's not really a separate thing, but ultimately they want it so like once you get into your quest, it's kind of like you can go here, go there, and meet up with your friends and not have to like go through all the menus first. Everything I read, that
Yeah.
seems like that's where they're going, and it seems like Horizon Worlds may eventually just be part of the operating system itself, which they're now licensing to other hardware developers. So soon we're going to see headsets from, I think HP was making one.
Yeah.
Was Sony? There was like a couple other, known manufacturers that are going to be making VR headsets running
Samsung,
Meta's
I think.
software on it. And
Yeah.
so this app could then run on other hardware, potentially
Crazy.
more performant hardware too. But who knows when that stuff's
Crazy. Yeah.
coming out. But it's interesting stuff that this ecosystem isn't fading out, as far as I can tell.
That's right. Hey y'all, I think it is time for me to sign off for now, but this has been an awesome session and informative, but also, I mean, thanks so much for all the hard work you've done, Action Dyne, and for us to be able to see this. Hopefully it'll give people a sense of like what they can do on the, with their own meshes that they've brought in. For some people that have worked so hard in Blender to have something that people can look at, to know that PatchWorld is a perfect, place for that is I mean, that's going to be pretty valuable to somebody, so that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, 95% of this was done in VR. Gravity Sketch, a little bit of Blender,
so cool.
and then in PatchWorld. It's just incredible.
All right, well, I'm gonna run, but if you guys want to stay in here, welcome. You're welcome to. I'll give you the keys to lock up. You'll lock up, right? Action when you're, when you guys are done with your last,
I'm gonna get going too.
Your session.
Just a quick one. Are you stuck? I see everybody stuck. So you.
Yeah, I can see everyone's stuck, so it's probably a good time anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, friends. So we are. It's been another cool one. It's 101. 101 in the books. All right, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks everyone.
Ciao.
Thank you.
Wall over there, those tie lines, they're also called tie lines.
Your anus?